feedback. I thought this one was kind of interesting too. And this one comes out of this comment from Top 10 GGen. Dad Algo said, yeah, you know, it would be cool if Algorand Foundation would support Alpha Arcade, a potential game changer given the hype around prediction markets. Imagine instead of dumping money into some corny Algorand campaign, Market the Foundation uses marketing genius and promoted something that would actually bring retail from outside the ecosystem. Strange concept, huh? Well, there's actually a pretty good comeback to this, and the comeback is Alpha Arcade itself saying, just to set the record straight, Algorand Foundation has been supportive, very supportive since the beginning. We worked directly with Mikkel, who I worked with as well, and others on giveaways, KOLs, Algorand, which was a huge catalyst for us. It's what helped us get to 1 million plus monthly volume and basically doubled our daily active users. All right, you know, and that's interesting because I had been a little skeptical of Algorand. I just found it kind of uninteresting to use myself, but people seem to like it. So it seemed to have a big impact. If it basically doubled their daily active users. That's pretty good. Now, keep in mind, up to this point, our product has only been usable for Algorand users because the only way to make predictions was through Para. Nobody downloads a new wallet just to try a platform. Relatively true. I mean, I've definitely wanted to try something out, and it sparked me to get a wallet on that platform. So I can't say that's entirely true, but I get it. You have to have you're probably going to have some interest in that chain already to do that. So I guess that's a fair point. Anyway, so there was no point trying to onboard non-Algorand users yet, which is obviously 99% plus of our TAM. TAM is total addressable market. So that's a metric you will use when you're trying to figure out, hey, do I have like an actual market to sell to? Like, if I made a product, you know, as an example, if I made a product to make that was specifically targeted towards Elon Musk, then my TAM would be one, it'd be Elon, you know, or if it was to billionaires, well, there's only so many billionaires, so that would be my total addressable market. So you use that when you think about, you know, if I were to think about my own channel, like how many Algorand people interested in Algorand are there, and then that would be my TAM. Or if I expand out to Hedera and Chainlink, I'm growing my TAM, right? Now that we're launching Apple Pay, credit card, and multi-chain predictions, we're finally able to go after the masses. We've been lining up campaigns with Algorand Foundation to target everyone. This is when things will really be taken to the next level. So keep an eye out. You Alpha Arcade holders it's probably gonna do pretty well once that happens, I imagine. I'm hoping so. I just want to see if they said anything about that. We did get the holiday airdrop. It was pretty nice, but I gotta say, overall the month was lower than the last month, which makes me a little bit nervous. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything about the expansion yet, but something definitely to keep an eye on. I think that's all. Well, here, and then Jerry Chu, who unfollowed me after some critical stuff about Lofty AI. Yeah, it happens. People get mad, whatever. He says, yes, and a lot of different companies within the ecosystem talk to each other too and help when it makes sense. So who's running Alpha Arcade? Because Alpha Arcade likes me. Like, I actually have the Alpha Arcade badge. However, Jerry Chu, not a huge fan of Frugal BC. So I don't know. There might be another person running Alpha Arcade. It's the same company, but maybe he's less involved. I'm not sure. I've been working on getting the Alpha ASA multi-chain compatible to help with the folks team. They're like, you know, they're the guys who are doing the interoperability stuff for sure. They set up a TG chat so our devs can just ask them questions about docs and anything else that comes up as we take advantage of the NTT integration. These all happen behind the scenes, and most people involved don't talk about it until post-launch or at all. It's just a normal part of business. Not everything is or needs to be announced, and I think that's pretty spot on. But, you know, to make this comment in the first place, you're assuming you're assuming that the foundation hasn't been helping them, and it makes a lot of sense because why would they promote it to the broader public just to try to like convince people to get an Algorand wallet, which probably isn't going to happen. I think that's pretty true, especially for people who are non-crypto in the first place. I can see people, if they already got like 3 or 4 crypto wallets, they might be like, I can try this Algorand one too. Okay. I think that's all the Algorand. Oh, Green Blue says we need an Algorand based solution for all of the gambling addicts we're going to see in 3 or 5 years. Well, I think Alpha Arcade is that solution. Did I talk about this already?